Let's bring battle rap to the next level. If cheerleaders can get recognition by the Olympics, I don't see why battle rap can't get that same recognition. We just gotta take the same steps the cheerleaders did. We gotta support one another like the cheerleaders did. That means all the emotional rappers gotta get weeded out. If UFC fighters can give each other hematomas, broken bones, beating the living shit out of each other, and still give daps at the end of the fight, hug it out, give them respect at the end, then I don't see why two MCs exchanging words can't have that same respect. So the number one key to this is the scoreboard, also known as the board. Founded by Hayes the Gift. And let me tell you why it's the key to the success of battle rap. Let me tell you why the board, aka the scoreboard, is the key to the success. If you can't take what you do serious and have respect for it, how do you expect anybody else to take it serious or have respect for it? Let's start there. One of the key standards or for a recognized framework highlights skill and competition involvement. Cheerleaders moved from performance art to a recognized sport. Let me say that again. Cheerleaders moved from a performance art to a recognized sport by developing intense, competitive, skill-based scoring structures. Let me say it again. Cheerleaders moved from performance art to a recognized sport by developing intense, competitive, skill-based scoring structures. Back to Hayes the Gift. He introduced the official battle rap scoring system that has base and zero bias, and with a variety and multitude of judges that include battle rappers, league owners, fans, etc. He built a framework that every battle rapper needs to support. Every battle rapper needs to go and solidify that movement. Share, like, do everything in your power to make it a powerful force, to make it legit. This is how we legitimize battle rap. It may have took cheerleaders a long time to get to the Olympics, but for hip hop, we already broke the door open with breakdancing. Granted, the viral Australian might have tainted it. I feel the door's still open for battle rap to sneak inside and participate in the games. So let's legitimize battle rap. First step is to contact the IOC, which is the International Olympic Committee, and the executive board for the IOC, which again is the International Olympic Committee. Contact the national, international federations. Contact Sport Accord. They're gonna tell you, they're gonna want serious minds only. No hobbyists. To make this a legit sport, it had to have already reached many potentials, and battle rap, I feel, has. It has TV show adaptations like Lifetime's The Rap Game, produced by Jermaine Dupri and Queen Latifah. K-Shine the DNA collaborations with ESPN. BET Awards, MTV, news, interviews, and sets, movies, commercials, not including all the other influences and capabilities it has to offer and has already offered. Let's just talk about how everything is mental, right? Let's get into the mental aspect. From cooking shows to ski jumps to even reading, because it's how you obtain information. Depending on your mind is your perception. And that's where the individuality shines. The skill set of one's mind. A chess match of wits. What level of critical thinking are you? Where you at? Are you as knowledge as I am? And if not, let me teach you something. The physical prowess comes from the strongest muscle. The mind. For even in boxing, the mind is used in strenuous ways. Muhammad Ali said, boxing is 80% mind, 20% skill. 80% mind, boxing. So what you're doing, what you're utilizing, everything, you use this to even have that movement, to have that fluidity, that muscle memory, to do the things you do. So, and that will over skill is invigorating when performing what you crafted for a live audience. The mental warfare may be grueling, but the adversity alone dominates any doubts. For it teaches any given Sunday, even the greatest can fall. And that's entertainment in itself. Beyond the psychological approach. It creates thick skin. If you could dish it, you can take it. That type of camaraderie has a bond never to be broken. You know, for you share the same experiences when it comes to everything that comes with battle rap. You know, executing on stage what you prepared for, reciting into memory to perform. All that you can share with, you know, the downfalls, the ups. You know, now parts of the criteria also would be how long the sport existed. Well, we can all agree almost 2 decades, which is 20 years. In older English, a set of 20 is what's sometimes referred to as score. Huh? If that ain't coincidental, I don't know what ain't. You heard? So, yeah, so in older English, a set of 20 was referred to as a score. So it's fitting and only right we all back the scoreboard. You hear me? Bring some validity to this thing we do. Rainbow flag on a sidewalk. That means push your pride to the side. Next, how popular is it in the host country? I say it was very popular at a time, but also has international influence. So what started in New York's boroughs, shit, ended up in Philippines, Russia, Asia, countries like New Zealand, Mexico, shit, Canada, all over the world. You know, the influence is everywhere, so that answers that question. Next is the anti-doping code. Now this one, just give me the light. This one's tough, because honestly, everybody in the battle rap community smokes, and yeah, you know. But I think when it comes to that, UFC, I think they had some leniency in the recent rules when it comes to THC levels and smoking weed and all that. So I believe that shouldn't be a problem. But with the other things, who knows? I mean, who knows what anybody else is on Well, your ass is getting cut the fuck out in this process. That's all I know. Now that's where it's tricky, but it's not impossible. That's a conversation to have with the board. And here's the criteria I feel needs a proper budget that's consistent and sustainable. How much does a battle rap event cost? Now here I would like to go live with a few league owners and see the differentials and the cost of each league and who pays what. And I think it varies depending on who you're booking also, when it comes to the cost of events. But that's something that definitely needs to be structured out, so that in the long run we can have created a generational wealth out the organization and cooperation. Rome wasn't built in a day, so it takes dedicated people, a rare kind of person who isn't ego driven. Until then, my message is clear. If we don't take it serious, how do you expect others to? And stop making weirdos famous. Y'all will subscribe to a molester like Chris Unbiased, but you won't subscribe and support a family man like Hayes the Gift. Make it make fucking sense. Hayes the Gift loves this shit and wants to see it progress like me. So every battle rapper, league owner should be promoting, backing, subbing, collabing with the scoreboard. The fuck is you doing? Stop complaining every year battle rap is dead. It's dead. Okay, so what the fuck are you gonna do about it? Fuck the next random card, the card full of randoms and some old names with no structure, no advancement. It's just gonna be some more of the same shit. Let's start here, let's start now. And solidify the scoreboard. That's the first step to battle rap's respect. The ideas in my head, I'm gonna keep that to the grave. Cause they're too good. And I ain't gonna share these thoughts until we in a position where we can achieve it. Cause my vision is one of a kind, different, and I wanna take part in it. So let me say this. From this point on, the board needs to score every battle event. We need to be granted access to every pay-per-view exclusively for the scoreboard judges. And on Bible, we will protect and not share outside of the scoreboard. None of the footage will go outside the board. But let's push this thing of ours. Let's push it forward and stop being our own demise and our own worst enemy. Chequiamo, cuídate, Quillano.
Talk crazy.